Hi, it's Elisha Keating from WisdomSeekers.net for a brand new year, 2019, and these are my predictions for each month by tarot. And let's see what it has to say. So I've already drawn cards, 12 cards each for each month. So we'll start with January, and I haven't seen what they are, so wish me luck. So the first card is Clarity of Belief. Oh, okay, Clarity of Belief. And I'm going to move my camera just a little bit. Clarity of Belief. So, and it goes along with Judgment. Oh, that's very interesting. The Clarity of Belief is clearing up ideas and thoughts, getting rid of beliefs, actually, and bringing in truths or facts. What is this? Judgment is bringing yourself out of the dark into the light so that you see the truth of events. So January is going to be a month that reveals a lot of truths. Will they be hard to swallow? Depends where you are in the spectrum of whatever, where you are in the spectrum. So January, a lot of truths are going to be revealed, and it's actually really positive. Doesn't mean it's comfortable. So January. Now February is win or lose. And okay, so this is the month of the 14th of February, which is Valentine's Day. So February is going to be a more pleasant month, obviously, because you're winning or losing. But it also has the card of the Princess of Pentacles, and the Princess of Pentacles is surrounded by beauty and positivity. So yes, you might lose, but it's going to be a positive loss. Majority of the energy is we're going to win. It's going to be a month where we learn to accept the roles that were hard to understand in January. So we might have lost something or cut away that which is no longer necessary in our thinking and our thoughts, which will give us more clarity, more belief, and it will open us up. It will open everybody up to a higher understanding of how to deal with life. And so my prediction for February is it's going to be easier than January. Things are going to evolve in general in a very positive way, and I can't get more specific than that. But more people will find love. I can guarantee that one. That's the only energy I'm picking up for February. So after February comes March, and it's a well-deserved reward. So things, so far 2019 looks to be like a better, easier year than 2018. January is getting rid of all the old energy from 2018, and we're getting more and brighter energy. So well-deserved rest, which means the energy of the time is going to be flatter. It's not going to jump around like that, like it always does. And what's really impressive is that's the Ace of Pentacles, which is also a money card. It's a physical prosperity card. Lots of energy, lots of shifting and things, but it's a positive, easy for us to swallow. So money will be, as a general rule for the population, money will move easier for us in March, and that everybody needs. Even with your multi-millionaire, which I totally don't believe that they still need more, but money will move easier for us in March. So February, love will move easier. And after March comes April, and it's a month of balancing. So things, so we've had this break, we've had this rest, things are starting to shift and move again. We are bringing ourselves into balance, and it's also the society as a whole will become more balanced. There's a lot of things that are happening to us that have created a great deal of unbalance. Whether it's a wall being built to exclude people, or people not finding the right medications for their diseases, things are being, because the cost is prohibitive, things are being shifted into balance. For the big people, pharmacare, pharmacade, etc., those people, the ones that make all the money, it will not be fun. But for us little people, it should be good. It will also be a little frustration on our part, but mostly on their part. I suspect mostly on their part. I'd like to take that back. There will be some backlash from the pharmacade, because they're losing money and they are like little children. They can't handle it, so they rush out and try to hurt the little person by denying the medications because it costs too much, or saying no, you can't get that dentist work done, things like that. There will be a backlash. But even in this card of depression, it is almost finished. It's changing, it's shifting. So April, it's going to be a month that is very topsy-turvy, but in the long run it will do us a great deal of benefit. And after April comes May, and May brings time to move on, time to let go of that old, that's who done it to me, as my mom used to call things. It's a who done it. Who cares? So it's time to let go of that old stuff. It's time to move on. It's time to forgive the big businesses, because they were run by unethical people who we allow to do it to us. Nothing happens unless we allow it. So forgive and forget, move on. It's time to let go. Why? Because, and this is the Seven of Wands, we have, and we're very capable ourselves. We can make things happen. And if you remember, well, in December, there was the yellow jackets, I think they call them, or yellow coats in France. And they moved to Canada as well. I suspect they moved to other countries. We have the right to stand up for ourselves, and we have the ability. This is a card of a person who is very adept and very capable of looking after themselves. So for May, we're going to be taking back that which belongs to us, more so than we have in the past, or it might become more concrete for more individuals. But we're going to do it. We're not going to allow ourselves to be the guinea pig anymore. We're moving on. We're saying, hasta la vista, baby. And it's just time. It's just time for us to shine. It's time to us to be the ones who control our own lives. So this is going to be an exciting month. It may also have a few sad reports, because there are always a few casualties, but we don't know that till we get there. So June, it's time to rebuild. So obviously May is a time when we get out there and we rebel a little bit. So now we get to rebuild. And who do we rebuild in? Our own image. Not the image we've had, not the big business as God, but that we are looking after ourselves, and in looking after ourselves, we look after others. And so we rebuild in the image of the angel. And this war is pretty near over, and I'm not talking about a true war. I'm talking about the frustrations and fights are pretty well over. In this card, it's the Five of Swords. We have the tools. We've built tools all along. We've been building tools. We may not know we've been building tools, but we have been building tools. And we have learned to ride the waves. We've learned how to deal with the big corporations or the little whatever. We've learned how to deal with it, and we don't go, well, what can we do? We can't handle it. We can. And this is what the card is saying. We are handling it, and we're coming out on top. So June, let's see what July says. Change your focus. So we've done all this. We've fought the good fight. And unfortunately, it does appear that there is energy that needs to be fought or changed or shifted. So now it's time to refocus. It's time to focus on, well, going forward in a very positive way. What is good for us? Not the old forms. We don't want to get rid of that which was and just become that which was. We want to shift and become that which is more. We want to become that which is positive and growth. Will there be some backstabbing? Seven of Swords. Unfortunately, there are people of many levels of energy. There are high vibrating energies and low vibrating energies. So we take the good and we take the oh crap and we deal with it. So we are moving on in July, moving on to something better, and the basis is strong. We have done a lot of strength building over the years. Now August is giving and receiving, and which means that it is time to share out the wealth. It's time to share, and it doesn't have to be physical wealth. It can be simply knowledge, and people will be lining up to learn the spiritual truths of everything. I promise you that will be true, but it's also a time of letting go, of sharing that money will start to ease off for us, because money is not the end all and the be all, and it is without a doubt the least important, should be the least important thing in our lives. Other things, the welfare of our children, education, our spiritual growth, our lack of, there's so much that's far more important than money. The basics of life, a place to live, and food on the table, and water are basics. So this is a sharing of the wealth, and this is the seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is saying the same thing, reaping the reward after having put in the effort. So things are going to be shifting in a very positive way. There is no way we don't take back our power this year, because we have no choice. If we don't, we might as well become simply another slave race. And I don't mean black slave race. I mean the world as a slave race. If we don't take back our power, that's exactly what happens. And we're going to win. Then you know, the blacks were not the only ones who were enslaved. If you look up the Irish, they were also enslaved. And they're not black. So it's not a black versus white, or this versus that. We're all one. When it comes to our souls are all the same. So the next one is September, and it's a time to shine. It's a time to be brilliant. It's a time to be joyful. And that's what this card goes along with it. It's the Princess of Wands, and it's a time to believe in magic. Things are going to be coming out for us in September that we didn't believe in. A lot of things we're going to find out we didn't believe are true. And that is going to be an exciting, and if you want it to be, fun month. It's a time to shine. It's a time to believe in magic. It's a time to create also. This is self-creation, but it's also a time to create new forms, new everything. And after September comes October. And this is finding balance. And the balance, finding balance, what is a better card to pull for October than finding balance? Because the Libras are balanced, all right? So things are coming into balance, and there will be times when we go a little too far that way, a little too far this way, a little too much anger there, not enough anger. We'll never need anger. But sometimes we do need strong positivity. So things are going to come back into balance, and we're going to be taking the middle road, like the Buddha said. Take the middle road. And the card that goes with it is Temperance. And Temperance, as you can see, is the light is pushing back the dark. A rainbow is coming, and the sun is shining. So for us personally in 2019, life is expanding and it's growing and becoming more all the way through up to October at least. I can't see it shifting at the last moment. We are growing and becoming more. Things are working for our benefit. And after that is November, where you seek the truth. And seek the truth is always, it's always a choice. So we've done everything. It's almost like from January, it's come full circle in November. So we're seeking the truth, but on a higher level, a higher individuation. And the more people will be able to be working at jobs that they enjoy, that give them pleasure and satisfaction. So things are improving for us in all ways. And those that need healing, maybe they will find a job that creates healing for them. More than anything, that is the most important thing. As a species, we need to heal. And when I say species, earthlings. Even when they say we're only we don't come from Earth originally. We've been here so long. We definitely are from Earth now. So things are improving. This is a solid, comfortable person who's very happy with his life and pleased and has support. So that means that as a general rule, we will be giving more sharing. We will be sharing with each other more. We'll be caring for each other more. And all I can see so far for 2019 is it's not going to be an easy year, because to create all these events, these awesome events, you do have to break a few eggs. So things are not going to be easy, but they are going to be relevant and they're going to be exciting. And for December, dreams come true. So November really is a time of coming full cycle or circle from January. And this is a dream come true. And then this is the moon card. And the moon card for me is always about evolution. It's always about learning more about who we are and growing from that. People are afraid of the subconscious, but really, if you give it truth, it will look after you. It's beneficial for us, because all the subconscious wants to do is say, hey, did you know this about yourself? Hey, did you want to look after this? And that's not just so on an individual level. This is fabulous. On a level of a world, This is also fabulous, because a lot of truths that have been hidden are being brought out into the open, and it will set us free. It will give us freedom to be and act and feel in control. There will no need to go out and be politically correct, because you only need to be politically correct when you feel out of control. You will just feel so politically correct that you and in control that a lot of the old energy will just sort of taper away. And honestly, the politically correct, I can live without it. Sometimes I blunder and make really dumb mistakes, and I acknowledge they are mistakes, because yes, we do want to shift and change. We want the language to shift and change. We want our attitudes to shift and change. It's called growth. It's called being alive. But I don't want to be jumped on every time I make a mistake. And hey, so dreams are coming true. You're going to get that ranch you wanted so badly, with all those, that pretty little gray mare or gelding. Or I'm going to get a piece of land where my dogs can run free, and a rancher, because I don't want to climb stairs anymore. So dreams will come true. I just need to have internet, right? So infrastructure is not going to fall apart, but it's going to shift and change. And it's going to shift and change because we say, yeah, no, this is how it is, and we're sick and tired of how it has been, and it's time we get a say in our lives. We are the ones who are empowered. We are empowering the world to be right, to come into balance. And with that was a bit strange predictions. I don't know how to do predictions. This is my very first time. So with that, I'm going to go namaste, and let's have a blessed year.